Hey everybody, welcome to the Team Powerhouse Show, live with you every Tuesday night, August 13th, Tuesday. Erik Vazquez on your far right, David Lemel here. We are excited to be a part of your lives every Tuesday, and thank you so much for joining us. Today's show is going to be an interesting one because we have some topics that Erik's going to throw out, and we're going to debate or converse about the answers. I don't know the questions yet. He does, and then I'm going to have to naturally discuss with him my feelings and ideas and input. So please play along. Tell us what you think, what your opinions are, and let's see how it goes.
Or how they would answer them.
Or how they would
Hey
answer.
everybody. So there's two topics, okay? It's have you ever is one of them,
Have you ever?
right? And the other one is debate topics.
Okay.
So, but I've selected what I think are the more interesting of the debate topics that we'll either discuss or debate,
Love it.
right?
Yes.
All right. Thane, you're welcome to throw your 2 cents in. You ready?
Go.
Okay. Dave,
Yes.
McDonald's is the best fast food restaurant. Agree or disagree?
Can I give you multiple level answers to that, or I have to go disagree or agree?
I would expect nothing less from you.
Excellent. So I think that McDonald's has a couple items that are fantastic if we're going based on fast food. I happen to love the McDonald's fish sandwich. I think they make the best fish sandwich personally. I think their chicken nuggets
Thane
are,
disagrees.
I think, pretty
Thane-
solid also.
Thane's- he's fervently in the. For those of you that can't see, Thane is behind the camera going.
I love the soft bun, the hot melted cheese, the crisp sandwich of the fish fillet. I wish it was larger, like the big, like the fish, the Whaler from Burger King. They have I think it's called the Whaler, their fish sandwich, which is much larger, but not as melt in your mouth kind of tasty as the McDonald's one. As far as the chicken nuggets go, I happen to like the chicken nuggets better from McDonald's, much better. And again, I'll compare that with Wendy's and Burger King and the highlighted items. But if I want Taco Bell, I can't get Taco Bell at McDonald's, so that becomes another curveball
Yeah,
coming
but
at you.
But it's really the question is, are they the best fast food restaurant?
I'm gonna say no, and I'll also say the chicken sandwich at Burger King.
So if they're
is
not the best
better at
fast
Burger
food
King.
restaurant, then who is, in your opinion?
If I have to go overall best fast food, I'm gonna say Taco Bell.
Kind
Taco,
of myopic.
but is it fast food? I
It
mean,
is.
let me tell you,
It's considered fast
if
food.
I'm gonna have alcoholic beverages and I'm gonna say I want to go somewhere that is gonna be lean on the pocket and quality of the food, and I'm gonna pay for it later either way, I'm going Taco Bell. I can go and buy, and Taco Bell now has a wide variety of items they've added to that menu.
Do they have fish sandwiches?
I don't know
Do they have burgers?
They don't. Well, they do have. They have beef burritos and beef tacos, crunchy, soft, chalupas, da 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 da. So I'm gonna go Taco Bell. What about you?
Thane?
Taco Bell is interesting. I don't know. Chick-fil-A, like, that's all chicken though. I think McDonald's is like, I eat a lot of McDonald's, I'm not gonna lie. McDonald's is like,
Thane's a big McDonald's guy. What's your go-to item at McDonald's?
if I
The Big
can-
Mac.
yeah, I like the Big Mac.
That was my
But,
go-to
like,
item.
it's all cheeseburgers. Like, I'll eat a quarter pounder or I'll eat like just a normal cheeseburger because it's just so good.
Okay,
But I
Eric.
like the McChicken.
The McChicken. See, I think the McChicken. I think the chicken cutlet at Burger King is an actual chicken cutlet.
Yeah.
And it's more real chicken, and it's got the nice sub roll, and it's got the lettuce, tomato, mayo, blah, blah, blah. So what do you think, Eric?
So McDonald's has the best fries, without
I don't like.
argument.
I kind of like.
Waffle fries from Chick-fil-A though.
I like. I don't like the waffle fries at all from Chick-fil-A. I think they're too crunchy and
See,
too.
it's one of those, you know.
I like the
to
Wen-
taste,
I like
you know, it's-
Wendy's fries. Actually, just more potato and crunch.
Yeah, no, I think McDonald's fries are the best ones out there. So like for me, it's like fries is McDonald's, burgers are Burger King. Although there is, to what Thane was saying, the Big Mac's a great sandwich. The patties are a little on the small side. The Thousand Island Rose, you know, really just tops it.
If we're going strict, we're going. It's my phone. If we're going strictly burger from a fast food joint, from a
But it's gotta be a fast food joint, and I
Right.
don't know if like Five Guys qualifies as
ooh, Five Guys.
Five Guys is-
and then Five Guys with
Five Guys
with
would
the
be the-
potato.
Yeah,
I mean, with the potato, the fries.
but Five Guys.
Just like they throw in a scoop, and then they put the burger in, and then they throw another scoop on top of
Yeah,
it.
the Five Guys burger with the jalapenos and the unlimited fry, the bag of fries. I mean, but
Yeah,
you're.
my criticism on their fries is I think they're either undercooked or they're just too soft, too soggy.
I
I
love
like
it.
the crispness of the McDonald's fries. So
Well, there you have it on the question of Burger King versus McDonald's. We went sideways and got some. What do you think about fast food? What is your favorite? I still think Taco
Well,
Bell wins.
okay, because we're
Across
not gonna
the
be
board.
we're not gonna have any comments today. I'm pretty sure. So
We'll have some comments. Go ahead. What's the next question?
I mean, live. I'm saying. Okay, so have you ever?
Have you ever?
Okay, so there's a bunch of really good questions in here.
Nothing that's going to get me in trouble with my wife, right?
Well, one of the questions was,
Let's go soft. Let's go with the
Well-
gentle questions first.
have you ever received a Valentine's Day card, but not from your spouse?
You
Have
mean
you
in
ever
my
received
history?
a Valentine's Day card?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
My daughter, my son. You mean that kind of stuff, or you mean like
Guys, I don't
girlfriends?
know. It just says, have you ever received a Valentine's Day?
I'm gonna say yes. Even my mother when I was little.
Okay. Dane?
Yeah.
Okay.
Eric, have you?
I'm sure I have.
Yeah. All right. Next question.
Well, that wasn't the question.
Oh,
Have you ever forgotten someone's birthday?
Yes. Have
No.
you? Never. I mean, and anyone is yes. Like my wife or my kids, no. You know, my parents, no. But other people, yeah. And then embarrassed by like my closest friends, buddies. I've gotten to the. Thank God for Facebook, by the way, to be able to check birthdays because all of a sudden you're like, I'll scroll through in the ballpark between 11 and midnight, and something will remind me to say I should check birthdays, and all of a sudden it's like 11:59. I'm like, oh my God, that birthday! I forgot to reach out to them.
This next one's a good one.
Yes.
This is the debate topic, okay? And
Yes.
Thane, I'm gonna value your opinion on this one, because you're close to this. Children under 16 should be allowed to vote. Agree or disagree?
Disagree. I think people shouldn't be allowed to vote until maybe even 21 nowadays. And I'm going to say the reason is like this. Unless you've served your country, I think people who typically vote, in my opinion, have no knowledge whatsoever about politics, as neither did I at the age of 18 in this country. And I will say that people's opinions are based on number one, today more on social media, and maybe at best case scenario, parents. And the problem is they haven't had enough experience in life to really know how to vote. So from that aspect, I think 21 should be the new age for voting.
Dane?
Definitely not 16-year-olds.
So you're how old now?
I'm about to be 18.
You're about to be 18.
Yeah.
You're 18.
You
You're
just turned 18.
Yeah, in like 10 days.
Okay, so you're turning 18 in 10 days. Okay, so look at yourself 2 years ago.
How about
What
today?
you knew 2 years ago.
I don't think, especially some of the other kids that.
How about do you think that you being about to be 18, do you think people who are 18 should vote?
18-year-olds, can they not vote?
No, they can. My
Yeah.
question to you: do you think
They
you're
should be able to.
do you think you're knowledgeable enough to make a decision and vote for a politician?
Some of us, yeah.
But that's not my question. I'm asking if you
Yeah.
all or none. Do you think people at the age of 18 have enough knowledge about politics in order to vote?
No.
Right? So, how many kids at 18 years old truly have any knowledge in politics to make a vote and to make a decision that could be something that is extremely influential in their current lives today or in the next 4 years?
I think it's to what you mentioned earlier. I think there are going to be some 18-year-olds that really know what's going on. There are going to be 18-year-olds who are in the middle of the road, and there are going to be 18-year-olds who really don't know much and probably don't vote anyway. So
I think that actually more today people
I'm
vote
in the
without
boat that
yes or no.
no.
You think they should?
No.
What
Actually, I
age?
think you've got folks that can go into the military at 18,
Yes.
right? But they can't drink.
Right.
You know.
This is what I'm saying
So-
to you. I think if,
So
if
the
you
age thing is
We can talk about-
has long been a
Well,
hot topic.
well, let me
for
ask you.
debate.
Let's talk about the. Let me just ask you this question off topic. Do you think the legal age of alcohol should be 18 or 21?
I think it should be 21.
Okay. I happen to agree. Although in every country in the world, by 18, I think by 18, you can legally drink. And there's less problems. I almost think that it should be not so much about the age of a person, specifically about alcohol. I think there'd be less problems. But I would say to you, there's other things that we'll go off this topic. I'm sorry, I'll go sideways.
All right, next topic.
Yeah.
Have you ever?
Have you ever?
Okay.
And please don't judge me for my opinions or Eric opinions. We are, obviously talking about what we think. That doesn't mean you agree necessarily. And you have the right to also let us know what you think. Let's make this a fun, good conversation, maybe debate, if you will, but not for anybody to get angry or nasty about. All right.
Have you have you ever appeared on TV?
Yes.
So you're a yes?
Yes.
Okay.
A couple of times, yes.
Okay.
Do you know what's funny? If you Google me, which I was shocked to see this, if you go to Google me, it actually says, it said something along
If you go to Google Me, is
Goo-
that a different
if you go to-
website than Google? Or-
if you go to Google and you look up David Lemel,
Okay.
it actually comes up, which I was shocked, and I told the client to look me up. If they said, you're the guy, you're the broadcaster, or something along those lines, I was like, exactly the same face you made.
Broadcast.
I was like something like, or something along the lines of a TV person. It's a TV personality.
Okay.
I was like, wow, huh. Never saw that coming. I wonder if the podcast has something to do with that.
I have no idea. Dane, have you been on TV?
I definitely, yeah, I think so. For like sports or something, yeah.
Cool. How about you, Eric? Have you been on TV?
Yes, a couple times.
That's right. And a movie.
And a newspaper.
And a newspaper. Also in the post office.
Yeah, maybe,
Wanted.
maybe.
All right, next question.
Have you ever? No, that's a stupid one. Okay, have you ever experienced an earthquake?
Yes. Not as
Experienced one here.
yeah,
Yeah.
not as severe as other people have as far as
Did
earthquakes
you ever
go.
experience one? Were you ever in Cali when you experienced an earthquake? I know you've been to California a bunch of times. So.
I'm trying to remember back in the day when my buddies lived in California. I think we were like 18 or 20, 21, some in that ballpark. And a couple of guys moved out. Joey and Robbie and Bruce moved out to California. Oh no, Joey and Robbie moved out to California. Joey and Bruce moved to California, and Robbie and I went to visit. I don't think there was an earthquake. For some reason, I think there was, but there wasn't. No. The answer is in Connecticut, yes, but not because I was like, oh my God, that was an earthquake.
Well, I experienced, I think, one when I was stationed out in California, but it was small,
Small.
like the one here. So, okay, debate topic.
Dum 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 dum.
Oh, here's aliens may be living among us. Agree or disagree?
100%, without a shadow of a doubt, agree.
Wow.
Without question, I'm 100% certain that aliens
Now,
live
the
here.
question is, are they living among us?
One-
Not do they exist?
100%, I believe they live among us. They look like us. I think they're in the world of every avenue, from sports to television to politics.
So you like the Men in Black movies?
Do you know what's funny? I think I only saw one of the Men in Black. I'm not even sure if I saw the whole thing, which is funny you say that because I definitely want to see it. But I saw a portion of it once in the beginning, I think, of the first one.
I don't know about living among us.
But they exist.
Yeah.
I think it would be narrow-minded of us to think that for the entire, universe that there's no
I think the technicality
other
will be
life.
the technicality might be what
But
exactly is.
Among us, I don't know.
I think that it's among us. I think you've ever met somebody who is, let's say, above and beyond every human being that you've ever known before, like from an example of IQ, knowledge, good looking, male or female, smart, athletic. They've got all these components, and it also could be somebody who's super like low key, not outgoing, introverted, but is a person who's almost like a, I hate to use the word spy, but somebody who blends in into the community to kind of get information and kind of share information. I definitely believe so, and I think also, I might say something that might get some ears on this, Eric, and you may not want me to say certain things, but I think that there are governmental things here and there and everywhere that have people in places of some sort of spies. That's what I think. Kind of like Alexa.
Alexa's an alien.
I think there's some avenues that Alexa plays a role in that.
All right, here's a new debate topic.
Or the iPhone, yes.
This one's gonna really cause a stir. What's the best pizza topping?
So, first thing I'm going to say,
Now, understand that this is opinion based. So,
opinion based from.
but you have to. I mean, the purpose of a debate is you explaining why it's the best.
So, the first thing I'm going to say is I think the best pizza is with no toppings, strictly cheese, because the fact that when you try pizza and you try it with just cheese and sauce, then you actually taste the pizza. Now, in my opinion, once you begin to add toppings to it, it also can be very good, but it changes the whole chemical compound of the sauce, the consistency of the bread, and I think it changes the overall experience with that pizza. Like, for example, a pepperoni pizza has all the delicious oils of the pepperoni, which I love, but it changes the consistency of the pizza itself, or a sausage, or if you're going to put in there, a white pizza with broccoli and garlic, it does not become. To me, it's almost like not pizza, but it's a great food.
So the question is, what's the best pizza topping?
The best. Okay.
Is pizza topping better than not having a pizza topping?
So
what is the best topping?
Can we split it up with a vegetable versus protein?
Best topping,
Oh,
either
man.
flavor or popularity.
All right, I like peppers and onions.
Peppers and onions. Thing?
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I don't know. It's gotta be just like a meat, like ham or pepperoni or pepperoni.
Bacon. Oh, bacon. I forgot bacon.
Bacon's
Bacon makes everything
bacon.
taste better. And that's so
But I
what
also like my peppers and onions too.
peppers and onions is
So I don't know. It's a hard one.
right.
And I'm not a big fan of just pepperoni.
Well, anybody who knows me, in reference to bacon,
Just a little
anybody
bit.
who knows me, okay, if you're gonna get me to eat lettuce and tomato, put it in a BLT. I'll eat it.
Right.
Otherwise, it's a scarcity.
Right. So your favorite topping, Eric?
My favorite, well,
Pizza?
argue why the sausage and, what'd you say? Sausage and onions?
Peppers and onions.
Peppers and onions.
Why peppers and onions? Peppers, first of all, when they're cooked, have a sweetness to them that change the again, it depends on what kind of peppers too, by the way. I happen to like the red peppers, not roasted red peppers, but red peppers that are sliced with onions because they're sweeter than the green peppers. But the green peppers or even yellow peppers are awesome. You rarely see yellow peppers on pizza. It's almost always green. Sometimes you'll get green or red with the onions. And I'm not by the way, onions, I have a problem with onions. They repeat on me. I can't eat raw onions. And unless an onion is cooked, it repeats on me. So but peppers and onions is pretty solid. If I'm going to go meats, specifically, bacon by a mile. And then probably
Bacon alone?
like bacon on pizza, bacon and onion, bacon and anything, actually.
No.
What would you say?
Well,
You
so
tell me your favorite though.
pepperoni would probably be my go-to,
Yeah.
strictly just pepperoni.
I can ask you about pepperoni though.
Partly because of what you said, where the oils that comes out of the pepperoni in the
Yep.
cooking process. I like my pizzas oily like that. But meat lovers, where it's got the sausage, the ham, the pepperoni, just everything on there, and the bacon. And
Sausage on pizza is really good. A good sausage though, and it all depends on the sausage they use. Because sausage can be phenomenal
Well,
on pizza.
there's different types of, like, you get the sweet Italian sausage.
Right.
You know, the spicy sausage.
Sausage
so,
and peppers, sausage and peppers on pizza is also
Right.
fantastic. A sausage and pepper. Now let me ask you a question about pepperoni though. Do you like the little discs or the big silver dollar like pepperoni? Like, I mean, do you like the thin, wide, big piece of pepperoni or the small, thicker
The
ones?
small ones, because I don't.
Every place typically does the round ones that kind of cup. That kind of cup up.
Correct. Those are the bigger ones, no?
No, those are the smaller ones that kind of cup up a little bit. Where
Yeah.
the bigger pieces of pepperoni, they're more like a $1/2. They're thinly
Yeah, I don't know
sliced.
where would you get those?
You know, our friend over there in Southington,
Known as?
Nona's makes a great. His pepperoni is bomb. His pepperoni is like that thin.
We keep saying we're going to do a podcast from that location.
I know. We really need to do a podcast from Nona's. Speaking of that, go ahead. Next topic. I'm getting starving. I'm starving now.
Yeah, I know. I was starting before we started. Which is a better dessert, cake or ice cream?
For me, that's a pretty easy one.
I know you're an ice cream guy.
I am an ice cream guy. I have ice cream every night, literally every night. And I don't like to go to an ice cream shop and get ice cream. I like to go and buy a cart of ice cream for a couple of reasons. I'm not sure if you have a preference at all. Number one,
On flavor, you mean, or store bought versus?
I'm super frugal when it comes to ice cream in the sense that I go to an ice cream shop, and if I'm going to get a scoop or 2 scoops of ice cream, and you're going to charge me $7 or $10 for an ice cream, I don't enjoy the ice cream anymore. I'm having a panic attack that I just paid $7, $8, $10 for an ice cream. And I am already in a bad mood. That's how I feel. As opposed to go buying a carton of ice cream, you know, and having whatever I want for
So
$3.
you don't like bougie ice cream?
No,
Okay.
I don't like bougie heavy cream ice cream.
But ice cream is your dessert.
Yeah. What about you? What's your pick?
Drinking
Okay.
ice cream.
You're picking ice cream?
Yeah, I don't really have like a favorite ice cream place, so just like any ice cream. I like Oreo.
I like Oreo too.
Uh,
I like cookie dough. I like
Cookie dough.
chocolate ice cream with peanut butter in it.
Yeah, I just like chocolate.
Well, you could have said ice cream cake.
I like ice cream cake a lot.
Friendlies
Oh yeah,
or what's the other one? Carvel makes a nice ice cream cake.
yeah,
Friendly ice cream cake.
Because you got the cake, you got the icing
yeah.
on the top,
Yeah.
and then you got the ice cream in the center with the crunch. You know, you
Dairy
got
Queen.
the chocolate crunch there.
Dairy
whatever.
Queen ice cream
I
cake.
don't think I've ever had a Dairy Queen.
Dairy Queen. As a matter of fact, the Dairy Queen being right local to you, they have ice cream cakes all the time. As a matter of fact, you mentioned Carvel. When was the last time you saw Carvel?
Last time I was in New York.
Exactly in New York. I think the last
Well,
Carvel.
Baskin Robbins has too.
Where's Baskin Robbins?
In New York.
Yeah. Well, that's not helping us out very much right now.
No, there's where did I see that?
I think in West Haven there's a Carvel.
You know what I've seen a lot of is was it here? I think it was a Baskin Robbins. That Baskin Robbins Dunkin' Donuts. They're kind of partnered.
Interesting.
Yeah. So you walk up to the counter, you got Dunkin' Donuts on one side and Baskin Robbins on the other.
Very.
I think I
That's
saw it in
not Connecticut.
Stratford or something
Yeah?
recently. Yeah.
Huh,
fairly
interesting.
recently, so yeah.
All right. So you didn't mention ice cream or cake. You didn't just pick one.
I'm gonna go cake.
You're gonna go cake. See, I would have chose
I'm gonna
cookies.
I'm gonna upset the apple cart because you guys both said ice cream. But
I would have
no,
said
think,
well, cookies or cake.
Not that I don't like ice cream.
All right.
It's not. Yeah, it's not my favorite dessert.
But would you choose cookies or cake?
What do you mean?
Because you mentioned ice cream or cake, and I would choose cookies.
No, there's
Over
after a
cake.
meal.
Yeah, I
As a
would.
dessert.
Yeah,
No.
I would do a cookies over ice cream, and I love ice cream, but it depends on the
But it
cookies.
depends on what I've eaten too, because I mean, there's like a limoncello after a dinner, after a nice Italian dinner. You ever had limoncello?
Of course,
Okay.
but it's not like
Limoncello
a
cake. You ever had a?
I don't know, just-
Mm.
limoncello cake.
Yeah.
No, that I never
not,
had.
Not the limoncello shot. Limoncello cake.
I never had limoncello cake. All right, that's something.
For you.
You have to bring that in.
For you.
Well, it's got to be a New York thing, because in Connecticut, I've never seen a limoncello cake. All right, next topic.
All right.
Next
How
conversation.
are we doing
debate.
on time here?
We're doing good.
Okay, this is. Have you ever met someone famous? I've met a lot of people who are famous.
As a matter of fact, you've met so many people famous and actually had the ability to actually
Have you
converse with
ever
them. I think, I don't think so, but in college I might have. But there was other effects involved that may have caused me to sleepwalk. So the answer is no.
Thane,
Yeah, I have.
you have? Do you have a condition or that you don't want to talk about?
Now, when I was
No.
little, I walked down the stairs in my grandparents' house and started like peeing on the floor.
So, okay. I don't know if I consider that sleepwalking because I
was
think.
definitely like dreaming or something.
Okay, well, so if we're talking about peeing on the floor, if you've ever been heavily intoxicated,
Yeah, but I was like 8.
You were 8, right.
You were
five.
intoxicated
I was
at
like
8?
5 years old. I was like literally 5 years old.
Was there a family party that you just dipped into the
I
butt
was
zone
like
or
sleeping
something?
in my grandparents' bed. I woke up out of bed and went in the basement.
Right.
I definitely was sleepwalking.
I know that if I'm being open and honest, that if we're talking about being intoxicated and then thinking that you're in the bathroom and peeing, but not being in the bathroom peeing, that may have happened
I've
once
never
or twice.
done it. I've seen it.
You
I've
see
seen
it?
people open a closet door thinking it was a urinal.
Yeah. Was that in the military or was that,
No, it was actually before and after.
is that right?
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen anybody do it in the military.
I think that tequila will make you do things that you probably shouldn't do. I'll leave it at that.
Not at 5 years old.
Not at 5 years old. Yeah. Well, Jamie, by the way, could have, in your bottle.
I don't know that I've ever sleepwalked, because I was sleeping at the time.
Right.
So, but nobody's ever told me I talk in my sleep.
You do talk in
I
your
do.
sleep.
I believe I talk in my sleep.
Do you ever have somebody record you while you're talking in your sleep?
No.
Because that would be cool. Because then you could hear yourself mumbling
Yeah.
or talking. I would like to hear what I
I
say.
think I
If
was
I,
talking in my sleep.
yeah. All right, Eric. What's the next one? Great conversation, by the way. How many minutes we guys going? How far are
I
we
got
into?
29, but I think I had like 2 or 3 before we started.
Okay, so we got a couple more minutes left.
Have you ever broken a bone?
No,
Never?
I've done other things to bones, but not broken them.
Never broken.
Never broken a bone?
How about yourself?
Yes.
What bone did you break?
In the hand, the 4th and 5th metatarsal. It's called a boxer's break.
Yeah,
That's this bone and this bone, and yes.
okay.
But never
mean,
broken a leg, never
maybe-
broken an arm.
maybe
I
a
broke
toe.
my nose,
Maybe a toe. Oh, really?
but I don't know if that counts as a bone because it's actually cartilage.
I was gonna say, hold
You
on.
don't see the scar on the top of my nose?
I never noticed it. No.
Oh yeah, there's a
And-
little piece of
Okay.
cartilage protruded through there.
No, you don't look like a guy who broke his nose before to me. I would never go. Oh, he must have
Yeah.
broke his nose before. You did a good job.
Yeah, I heal quick.
Yeah.
I heal quick. So you've never broken a bone? Wow, you guys never done anything adventurous or
That's what I'm
anything?
saying. I just think I have.
I've ripped ligaments and
bones.
tendons. I've
That's what I'm saying.
damaged shoulders and
I've ripped
things
and
back.
fractured.
Yeah,
Well,
fracture
This
muscles.
next question, obviously you didn't break anything if it happened. Have you ever fallen off a bike?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yep.
many times.
Nothing like your first time falling off a bike, trying to do a pop a wheelie and going head first because back in the day you used to put the thing back and your bike would stop, or it didn't stop and you went over the top.
On a wheelie?
I was doing you kind of do like a little jump. You make jumps when you're a kid with a bike,
Oh, okay.
and you go to make a thing,
Oh,
and you
yeah.
go to go over and you flip over. Yeah, that was fun.
Never did that.
Oh yeah,
I mean, I've jumped ramps, but never done the
My-
forward.
Huffy,
Yeah,
my
I
Huffy
don't
50.
know either.
Did you ever have a Huffy 55 bike? The Huffy 55 back in the
I don't know. the
70s and
model. I had a
80s?
Huffy.
They had the 55 little
Had a
sign on the
Huffy.
front of it.
I had a Huffy with the banana seat and the thing that bar in the back there.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah, I didn't have that one. Go ahead.
You wouldn't ride this bike today. Believe me. Believe me, you wouldn't. Okay, let me go back to the debate topics.
Debate topics.
Um,
This is a good conversation, y'all. And the
Okay.
questions are: have you had any of these experiences? Please share.
Summer is better than winter. Agree or disagree?
100% agree from an aspect of my personal enjoyments in life being the sun, the water, the sand, as opposed to the cold, the pain, and the challenges that come along with it. personally.
Dane,
What was the question?
summer is better than winter.
I like the winter.
You like the winter.
I like the snow.
And
So for scenery,
well,
winter's great.
sure, when it snows
I
once a
don't
year.
like the potential multi layers that you gotta wear. You know, it's like
Mm-hmm.
sometimes it's 35.
Like,
Sometimes it's 35 and you can get away with, a heavy shirt, and then sometimes it's 35, the same temperature, and you're bundled up.
Although when it does snow, it's warmer to some degree in the winter than when it's not snowing, and there's some aspect of that. But the snow itself automatically emotionally feels cold, especially as we get older, right? And the body's the bones that we've injured before. There's also the fact of the cleaning the car off and the car looking like crap and that kind of whole mud and shoveling, exactly.
Snow removal.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the winter
All right,
or
last
snow.
question.
Yes, last question.
Before we go to the wheel.
Okay.
What did I do? Okay. Smartphones make us stupid. Agree or disagree?
I will say that the smartphone makes us work less hard for our minds,
Does it make you
but it definitely
stupid?
provides more information. Does it make you stupid? I would probably say that it makes you smarter because you have more accessibility to information, but the phone itself might be smarter. I don't know if it makes me smarter because I try less. Like instead of trying to look something up, right? Hey Siri, right? Ask Siri a question, or that's where it becomes, me smarter. No, definitely not me smarter. But the phones have become smart to the point of almost too much.
It's really a question you can't even ask somebody who's 18.
From now
'cause-
on, I'll call you Smiling. Okay. Okay.
Is that you?
It is on the floor listening to me.
Dave's phone is speaking up there.
Sorry, I can't do that.
You might wanna do something with that. So
Hey Siri, please leave me alone.
I don't know if you've ever experienced life without there being such thing as a smartphone.
I think it does make everybody stupid though. Like the kids my age just rot their brains.
That's a very good, interesting point from somebody who's
And
18
even
years
younger,
old.
Like the little kids are rotting their brains out too. Like the stuff they watch is like it's just like a big blur of rainbow colors that just like it's like flashing lights.
Mhm.
It's like nothing.
Yeah, it's all
It's not like-
visual.
it's not like
It's
when I was
visual
watching-
stimulation and all
yeah.
that stuff. Listen, I think so. This may not be something that you've ever had to do, but we had to memorize phone numbers to
Yes.
call people.
I don't know like my
Okay.
mom's phone number.
Right. So that's that's one
It's funny.
aspect. That's not stupid. It doesn't make you stupid. It's just more of a memorization thing.
Right, that's true.
But if my phone was to cease to exist, I wouldn't be able to call anybody.
It's funny, we actually made sure that Drew has memorized our cell phone numbers, that she knows them by heart, and she does. She'll rip out. She used to only know Valerie's, and then I was like, all right, gotta make sure you know Daddy's too, from a cell phone standpoint. I also will tell you a compliment to the cell phone is with kids being able to hand-eye coordination and move around and surf and do
Yeah,
things.
there's a lot of talk that the video games do that too.
But video games is something that you wouldn't put a 2-year-old with, as opposed to a 2-year-old might sit there on an iPad or a phone and flip through, find the apps she wants to play the games and watch things on your phone. I guarantee your granddaughter can do it if you've given her a phone before. Am I right? Am I wrong? She knows exactly what she's looking for.
Yeah, she goes to the camera on the phone.
She knows exactly
She knows
what, right?
what to do to activate the camera.
Right. She knows how to get to it.
I don't even know how to activate it. I gotta unlock it and go to camera.
Right.
She just does something and camera comes up.
Right. That's funny. Yeah, a quick funny story about cameras. When Danny was younger, we went to a wedding, and on the wedding tables, everybody had disposable cameras. Now, before the phones, they had cameras you could see the back of the picture, right? So you could see the picture before I took the picture, and it would kind of So there's these disposable cameras on the tables, and Danny grabs the. I mean, we're taking pictures. He grabs the phone. And he's looking for the picture, and he was like, "Where's the picture?" You know, and it was one of those things that kind of going back to when you and I kind of grew up, and photos, you never had them instantly. You had to go and have them developed, and you take all these crappy
That's,
photos.
Can you imagine? I mean, it's like a thing with a rotary phone right now.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. I mean,
Not on a dial-up.
right. Yeah. How about?
There's videos of kids. It's an older video. It's probably 5-10 years old now, but they don't know to put their finger in the tube and then spin it. You know, they're pressing the tube and
Right. Yeah.
and whatever. you
Right.
know,
Right.
so-
Right.
That's funny.
How about when you had the rotary phone? How your finger stuck? Ever get your finger stuck in? Ow! It would get stuck in there and pinch
Yeah,
your
'cause there's
finger.
a guard.
Right.
There's a
Yep.
guard that you can't go past. a
Yeah.
certain-
I remember that happening also.
Yeah, but I mean the old cameras where you had to remember you had to take the picture and then get clicked.
Yeah.
You had
Yeah.
to spin it until you heard the clicking
Click.
noise.
Yeah. Absolutely. To the next
And
one.
then the fuse, the not the fuse,
The light. The
flash.
the flash. The square.
Flash, yeah, the square that would
Yes.
turn.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah.
had 4 flashes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You had to pick and choose which pictures you
Things
wanted.
things like
You had to
Wow.
pick and choose what picture you were going to use a flash for because you only had 4 like clicks to it
Yeah.
possibly. So back in the day, you had cameras. You know what a camera is obviously, and the cameras you'd buy these square like light bulbs. But it was a square, right? And you click it in, and if you wanted to flash, you click the one for the button for the flash to come on, and you get zzz, you get like a little like a.
oh you're talking about something completely different.
It would have to delay for it to get kind of ready
No,
for
I'm
it.
talking about the one that would attach to the
Yeah,
phone,
yeah.
to the camera.
Yeah, attached, but it had to
No,
give
no,
it a
but it
second.
was attached, but you only had 4 pictures. It didn't come up or anything
No,
like
no,
that.
no, it was attached. But when you put and you let it know that you wanted to flash, I think it took a couple of seconds for it to warm up or something. I think, but I'm not positive. Are you going to Google that?
Yeah.
Listen, this was an awesome show. I hope you guys enjoyed it and hope you played along. I hope you guys are answering as well with what your thoughts and feelings are, so we can go back and read and have some fun with it. Again, this is a fun show. This is a debatable issues. These are things from history and memory and things you can relate to, hopefully. Oh, here comes Eric with a OMG replacement for Flash. They're for
Flash
sale.
Cube.
Flash Cube. It's for sale.
Yeah.
$27 each. 26.
$6. Yeah.
That's pretty wild. Thank you for being part of this show. This is a great show. And thank God to be involved in it, which is pretty cool. And now we go to the next part of the show where we give out a free tumbler for you, and we are excited to hand you this new tumbler and for you to enjoy it and be able to go around and tell everybody what a great tumbler this is. And the Team Powerhouse tumbler is going to be yours if you want one. You just have to let us know you want a tumbler to win, and we'll put you on that wheel. Thane, let's spin that wheel, buddy.
Thank you, Erik.
Dum 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 dum.
No.
And the Eisen 34 off the top.
Jan the Eisen. You just won yourself a free tumbler. I hope you're not related to Eisenberg. Does anybody know who Eisenberg is?
Heisenberg?
Heisenberg, yeah.
Like Breaking Bad?
Breaking Bad, exactly right. So Jen, you won a free tumbler, and congratulations, and thank you guys again for being part of our show.
I've never seen Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad
It's
is-
pretty messed up show. It's hard to pull away from, I'll tell you that. Erik Vazquez in your far right, 203-707-9077. Yes, one of the phone numbers, the few phone numbers I have memorized to make sure you call and ask for an amazing real estate agent to help you buy a home. David Lemel here. Love to have a chance to work with you as well. 203-671-7062. And by the way, the following week we have coming up is Garrett from High Rock Water, High Rock, the plumber, High Rock Water, yada, yada, yada. Please forgive me. But High Rock, Garrett Lee, amazing company, amazing guy, great people. And the week after that, we are going to have Jackie Pasquale, our newest team agent on Team Powerhouse. Can't wait to have her on the show. She's amazing. Can't wait for you to meet her. If you haven't had a chance to work with her yet, you're going to love meeting her. Have a wonderful day, everybody. A wonderful evening, and we will see you next